Hello, hello, hello! Once again, my name is Kaz, bringing you Odin
And I am
Sphere.
Kiwi, also bringing you Odin Sphere, but also bringing you hope and love
How is the
and
master doing?
maybe a puka.
He isn't well
And
at
fate.
And Fate.
But he's ignored the doctor and has locked himself in his study. I think he's writing something. I'm so worried about him.
Master Croy. I'm so sorry, Miras. I couldn't rescue Gwendolyn.
Please don't apologize. It isn't your fault, Princess.
The Demon Lord cast a spell on her. I can't do anything to break it.
I will go to the old castle.
Miras,
I like her, and I respect her. Perhaps there is some way I could help.
Is there something you need?
He's selling napalm. Wonder what that means.
Don't know.
Well, anyway. Let's go out and
I like
find
Adventure Time. Do you like Adventure Time? I love it.
This time in Titania. And let me tell you, when I saw that the next area was Titania, I quit playing for the day and came back to it another day. Oh boy. Because I remember.
Miras,
What do you remember, Kaz?
I shall go to the old castle to see Lady Gwendolyn.
please take care of her.
Of course. I shall do my best to protect her.
Please be careful.
You too. They might come back again.
Everything is all right. Please don't worry.
Who are they? Did something happen?
While you were out, the goblins returned and stole all our coins.
My grandfather must have been behind this.
But everything is all right. The one with a glowing sword retrieved all our money.
Who?
He hails from the kingdom of Titania. He went back there.
To Titania. Did he say his name?
His name is Cornelius, and he is very powerful.
Prince Cornelius. No! The Puka's curse was cast on Cornelius? Who would do this? How did this happen? Oh! The Book of Transformation. It was missing the pages. Is Ingwei here?
I haven't seen him since then.
Titania. Prince Cornelius.
As to the question of what do I remember, I remember you, in fact.
Remember me doing what?
Well, you heard that I had been
Uh-huh.
playing Odin Sphere, and you said to me one night, Kaz, I'm stuck. There is this one stage that I can't beat, and I want to see this.
Ah!
Help me.
Oh
please."
god, this!
And indeed, it was this one. This is the one that had you stuck.
Yes, this is where I stopped the game.
And I remember doing it that night, and it took a while, because it took a while for me. And it probably even took a while for me doing it this time, even though I know I've been through it at least 3 times. Because it's a pain. And so that is why I hesitated when I saw Titania, and came back to it another day, and this playthrough, this is a different day from the previous episodes. You can see I'm right now very clumsy at fighting the wizards.
Yeah.
It takes me a while to warm up to
well,
it.
I mean, you are with Velvet. I mean, I think the only good thing about it is that she is able to bounce back with swords. A little bit more efficiently than the other ones, because of the spinning motion.
The spinning motion and the seeker attack is pretty good for that too sometimes.
All is right in love and war.
It's a start.
There certainly is a lot of love to go in the air. Wizardly love, you know?
Yeah. And as before, goblins too.
Still not done with them.
goblins.
I still ain't done with you, boy! Woman!
And something else is I haven't been poisoned yet. I know I always have to get poisoned sometime when I'm fighting the goblins, so we'll see when that happens. It's inevitable. It's like my fate.
Fate!
All that other fate stuff, nah. Getting poisoned by goblins, that's your
Fate
fate.
is an ugly word, and I don't like it as much as I used to like it after going through Titania or doing all these things. It is not very fun.
Fate is just a 4-letter word.
What is fate spelled backwards? Etaf.
Eta F?
It is etaf!
Etaf?
It is fate. I think maybe you can spell other stuff.
Oh, getting chain dizzied.
I'm gonna type fate.
There were quite a few more of those, like, floating high things than I expected there to be. Fortunately, with about 3 wizards in place, there's enough of them to have them interrupt each other. So that part's not so bad. You can kind of see that happening already a little bit. But with all the other enemies going on, it makes it more difficult for me to
Too much
approach.
things going down is what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
And that's a big
Pretty
problem
much.
because you can't get your focus on it. And and maps start to take awfully long.
Ah, now. See, I get dizzied to be interrupted from that, but what you saw there and what you'll probably see again not too long is the fact that, okay, here's the cyclone. Let's see how it deals with the slime. Just to demonstrate, okay? Right through it. Slime not dead, okay? Right there, you saw it. Okay, that was what I was saying back when we were playing as Cornelius. He doesn't have the cyclone for them, okay?
And also
He needs
for
to
little
use
burst
alchemy.
thing.
Because there's the slime and it still has plenty of health. Now, Velvet can just use the homing attack. Murder him right out.
Biff.
Bitch. So when that happens, don't let the guy get it off. That's a healing spell. He'll heal himself back up. Yeah, at this point I just want to do damage to him one little bit at a time.
My least favorite character.
Oh, slimes are alright. We'll come around to liking them after not too long. And what I didn't realize is that this is one of the big areas. So I take out the drain spell. You see, what the drain magic does is it makes this field all over the whole place that drains phosons from the enemies. It deals a little bit of damage when it does so, but it's not a whole lot. And honestly, it's not the useful thing that I thought it was, so it's kind of lame. See, there's an even more direct and literal example of just how ineffective Cyclone is
Yeah.
on the slimes.
That's no good. Sorry, Kaz.
Well, I have my arms crossed to the whole thing, and by now we're plenty done with it, and from now on I just have to keep some napalm on me at all times, just in case...
Are you crossing your arms for the internet?
Just in case of slimes.
Aw.
Oh yes. You can't see
This is
it,
good.
but
I hope I'm not, like, you know, keeping your folks up or anything like that. I mean, where are you?
Oh, no. I'm in a quiet enough corner. Besides, there's just
How
this
is the
and
cat?
the, and the next one to
is
do.
the cat attacking your PC?
The cat is outside
Hee hee.
right now.
Melody.
So Melody will probably be back in a couple
She
of
might bring you
hours.
presents, Kaz. Who knows?
He goes
She
where
might
he
give you
wishes.
kitty presents. Who knows, Kaz? She might give you a dragon.
He's a Pokemon. Comes back with a different
Becomes
Pokemon.
a different Pokemon.
Oh, here's one of your favorite dudes.
Big Fat Polly?
Yep. Now, at this point, I do have enough power in the Cypher to like, knock him back frequently. And this is very necessary to fighting these guys, because the butt bounce is quite powerful, and if you cannot stun them, you just can't get an edge in on them at all. You can see I'm knocking him back quite a bit and quite frequently. And I'm usually able to get out of the way just in time to get missed by his butt bounce. So,
Or a
you know,
wizarding
one of them,
adventure,
not so
you know,
bad.
who knows?
Yeah.
I don't like that map particularly because, like, it seems like it always spawns wizards. Wizarding.
But yeah, with one of them here, you just have to choose your punches, get a lot of damage in as quickly as you can, retreat at the exact moment you need, and then go back in and maybe finish him off with a magic spell or two, or a napalm if you have one. That would also be okay. Right here,
Gotcha!
got him. And just in time for more wizards to pop up. Wizards.
Gotcha, bitch. Wizards. This is what this town is filled with. Wizards.
You know, luckily, the ones that he respawns with here are the lesser wizards who you can just wail on and they die. Not the teleporting ones.
So I guess this is the kingdom of humans and not the kingdom of gods?
Yes. Titania is the closest thing we have to like a Midgard of the whole thing.
Midgard. So wait, I don't understand. So last episode, like, is Odette's bone? I was confused. Okay, I figured it out for myself. I was like, wait, is Odette the long lost lover of Odin? And I was like, no. He was fighting the bones. It's definitely
No.
a little bit slippery.
Now, we know by now just who Odette is and just how awful
She's
she
like-
is.
She's like Rook.
Now, I
Okay.
will not bring that name into this. That name is too foul. Anyway, yeah,
not
fighting two of these
fun.
guys?
Not so
Way
fun.
different than fighting one.
Sorry, I'm watching.
Way different. All that stuff that I said about fighting one of them, forget it. I cannot dodge in time.
And they're fast,
I
too.
just can't.
You'll
They
retro-
are
you'll
fast.
retrofit your guts
Like
with
one of
healing.
them always makes up for the slowness of the other with every single attack. There is no space to get hits in.
It's like
You
having
just take
two,
butt
like-
bounces. This is
It's
trading
like
blows.
not being someone who's missing a hand. Having a person who has 4 hands, and you're fighting them.
Also, for some reason, they get stunned at different times. It's so awful. This was still not as bad as the double Manticore fight, I should say.
I don't
That
know.
one was
The
worse than this.
big boss fight upcoming is pretty bad.
Oh, it's worse
I mean,
than
it's
anything
probably
else
the
by
worst
far.
fight in the game. I would.
But
But then again, Kaz, don't spoil fate.
Wizard landed right in the swords.
It's okay, Cat. You're doing great. Almost there. Almost there.
Barely getting by. The lucky critical is really helpful in that. Knocks him down, gives me time to go
That's right.
drink more elixir. You might not have caught it there, but
No,
the
I
wizard
didn't.
just used a healing spell on the
What?
mini boss.
What a
he did.
cheaty face,
He did.
Mackenzie.
In case you didn't hate wizards enough by now.
I guess the homing thing would work very well.
No, the homing thing has way too much wind up and cooldown to be useful against these guys.
We hate wizards.
It's okay, it's okay. The Axe Knights are gone. Done with them. Hard part is over. I just get stabbed a little bit. Eat up some phosons, we're all good.
Tastes like souls. I wonder what souls taste like. I'd have to say like candied sugar. Candied sugar. Isn't that like a double oxymoron?
I dare say they taste like the experiences of the previous owner.
So mine will taste like hamburgers and shrimp crackers.
No, it would taste caring, considerate, tragic.
Magic.
Well, I mean, I imagine if your soul is being eaten, some tragedy befell you right before that happened. So there's always a little tinge of
So
that
you want to hear a
overtone.
ghost story? Really short. It happened at Denny's yesterday. So me and Heavy Mac went to Denny's and the floor felt like you know how you always have like on wooden floors you have like wooden floor plate. Well, it lifted up and then it knocked on the back of Heavy Mac's like foot. We both felt it. It was like kapow. Like pow, like something like that. And he's like, what the fuck is that? And we check underneath, and there isn't a hollow spot at all. I don't know how, like, because I felt it with my foot, because I was like, it felt like the ground underneath my foot went up a little, or went, down a little, like, you know how, like, plywood or boards, like, warp a little bit, and you step on them, they creak up? Well, that's what happened,
Yeah.
but there wasn't any, there wasn't anything loose when we checked. We checked the back too. Like, what could have
I'll
like
be
hit the
honest
back
with
of his
you.
heel and stuff? And
My shop is
he's
better
like, I'm
wares
kind
than
of
those on
scared
the
to
main
look
streets.
underneath, and I'm like, okay, I'll go take a look. So we like threw a piece of paper underneath, and then like, and there was nothing. It was so weird. It's like we're trying to replicate the thing and it didn't work. So we think it's like, remember that spirit in like Majora's Mask, the one that lives in the toilet? It's the hand. Okay, that's kind of like a.
Right.
I think that's kind of like a
And it's
Buddhist
reaching up.
mythos or something. But anyways, it's like marauding spirits that want something. They have a hand lifted up, and you have to give them something. Otherwise, they like do terrible things, which I can't remember what they do. I was haunted yesterday.
I thought they were always reaching
Yeah,
for
well,
toilet
He
paper.
wanted toilet paper, and
Oh,
then they take it
pretty
back
cool.
down to hell. That's how it goes. Anyway. Back to the rest of the story.
Back to getting burned alive by wizards. In the last area, I got my requisite being poisoned by goblins out of the way, so we're done with that. I must be rusty at fighting wizards.
I just don't think you're.
Oh, that ooze, he didn't actually put me out. It just can't render both fire and being oozed at the same time.
that's kind of weird.
Quick cyclone to deal with all those.
You know, for a
One
PS2
point.
game, this is pretty awesome. I think I've said that before, but really, I mean, it's really nice. Like, it was a lot of effort put into this game.
See, silly me thinking that I was finished. Oh no.
Kaz, you're not-
You're not done, Kaz. You get to sit at one hit point for a while yet.
And just marinate right there.
Okay, I can finally eat something
Delicious.
safely. Swords in him, get it.
Inject the sword beam.
Wizard down!
Swords!
Although, to be fair, if I had a magic spell that summoned swords, I would also use it.
You'd
You know,
impress
all
the
the time.
ladies.
Like, hey, check this out.
And then you accidentally cut someone's hair off, and you're like, ah, gotta go bye. Or their ear falls off. You're like, ah.
Well, you know me. I like my women sturdy and clad in heavy armor, so they'll survive the swords, the magic sword.
Magic swords are flying around. What if they go bald because of you? You're like flying around swords and stuff. They go so fast they create a suction that cuts their hair. And then you have a bald woman. What now?
Oh, that wouldn't. Well, you know, I'd have another spell for that. Simple.
But it is also associated with pukas. It's very tricky. It's the puka meta magic.
By way of revenge, I managed to get this
Which
wizard
is
poisoned by
awesome!
the goblins.
Take that, asshole!
He'll be poisoned for about as long as I would be. And the poison finally eats him up. Now here, we should really get to see wizards interacting unfavorably with each other. Because there's too many of them for them to be efficient.
Mini wizards. Have you ever played a Dungeons and Dragons campaign with just
Unless, of
wizards?
course, I get like dizzy. No, I have
think
not.
it would work in 3.5, but I'm not sure. I think it would be hilarious to try it for like one day. You're a wizard, suddenly you have powers. What do you do?
Wizard for a day.
I mean, come on, think about it. You have a gang of wizards? A gang! 6 players being all like types of wizards. Okay, you could have like a little variation where they have more healing spells or more sorcery. Come on, a gang of wizards! What would you call that? Would you call them like the Whiz Kids or something?
I'd call it a coven. We'd probably be done with it. Oh no, he made another ooze. Get away! Get away from you!
Go away, Haven. Sorry, I didn't mean to yawn there. I didn't eat at all. I kept my promise. I promised!
So,
Headaches.
wizards.
Wizard headaches. I suppose it'd be kind of like a wizard headache would be like how Howl's Moving Castle would be, where he's like in chronic depression, and then like oozes and like dark powers start like leaking out of him. Also, the book is a lot better than the Miyazaki movie. the wizard!
Ah, here we go. Finally. Get him. Now. That took a while, but it was my first time through that little place. So with a lot of the other like 5-star areas, you're seeing my second or third attempt at it. That one was first attempt. Like, yeah. And I decided it's worth my while to buy some napalm in addition to making some of it. And hey, an NPC.
You're worried about a man.
Part of things.
What?
The stars say that danger is close by.
He is worth your time.
I'm just an old fortune teller. Anyway, that's all I can see.
Is
Okay, well,
thank you.
thanks for that.
And
There's a reason I'm spacing this out, because what comes next is really horrible.
really,
Yeah, I had planned to say something here about just how horrible it is, but I think at this point I'll let the fight itself do the talking. The boss of this area is just the
Delicious
wait,
onions.
An onion. I can use that.
and I will alchemy it.
Heck yeah.
Napalm.
More napalm.
Napples. What begins with the Naples nitrogen nitros?
I'll let the cutscene do the talking.
Your Majesty, tell me your secret.
This butt.
If I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. 'Tis not in my best interest.
If you continue to be stubborn, the sacrifices of your nation will grow.
Ursa, you... The soldiers in this country are worthless cowards.
What is wrong, Scoldy?
'Tis the Princess of Valentine. She is on her way here.
How bold! Isn't she Prince Cornelius's mistress, Your Highness?
She and Ingwe are descended from the Valentine royalty, but they are Odin's bastards as well.
Truly a cursed lineage. If we capture that girl, Odin will be devastated.
Beware her chain. Let us take her to Beldor.
She will not be unharmed if she faces a dragon.
It doesn't matter as long as she's alive. There she is. Do your job.
Keep quiet. You know what will happen if you say anything.
I am King Valentine's granddaughter, Velvet. King Titania, please excuse my rudeness.
What brings you here?
I have been informed that Prince Cornelius is in Titania, but has been cursed. Please allow me to see him, even if only for a moment.
'Tis a crime to cause an uproar in Titania, but the king is not heartless. We were unable to conceal what happened to the prince. However, they say that true love can get results no other method can. The king shall be merciful and grant your meager wish. Allow me to escort you to the prince. Follow me.
Why bother using enchantment when a well-placed lie will do?
She has fallen into our trap.
And with that begins the worst, most hideous, most awful, terrible, painful boss fight
Don't like
in the
this
game.
one.
This. You fight Beldor and Belial at the same time.
It's so awful. Is it like he can res the dragon back together?
No, you can't. So if you focus down Belial, that's probably the best, because while Well, Beldor can only be harmed at certain very specific times after you hit him with the sword. Belial can be hurt all the time, so I find it easier to deal with him first and then, you know, take my time with the wizard, which is what I did here.
I approve of this method.
Not that that makes it any easier, but in this case, there's just no way I can avoid like all of what's going on. Belial would have easily snatched me out there without anywhere to retreat except into Beldor's.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just turn invisible and hit him with all the magic and napalm stuff that I got.
Does really do the job, though, I have to say. Having lots of napalm on you is nice. Good God, really does take a lot out of him, too. How much did you...
Yeah, when you get Belial just sort of sitting in place like that,
How much did
it's
you buy?
pretty good at taking him out. I bought one, and then I made another, and I had some others sort of lying around. But now I don't really have a way of... Oh, just turned on invisible.
Go, 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 go.
Okay, not enough.
Oh no, frog potion power.
No, I'm in no mood to create an M. Can't have none of that. Belial's trash ball is still happily swinging along, and no one to destroy it.
Yeah, just the way we're looking for. Way too...
Unlike Skaldi, Beldor also recovers from being stunned with swords much more quickly.
So it's hard to even just get him.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah. We're into the tedious part. If you can get to this point, you've pretty much won.
As you like
I'm
get
doing
set
my
on fire
best to
and
lose
poisoned.
here, getting poisoned and burned alive and everything. Yeah. But no, I'm serious. Dealing with like two of them at once is near impossible. If you can get either one or the other dead and then deal with the other,
I will say it's a pity
that's
that you
much,
can't
much
throw
better.
a bone at him and like stun him. Cause that'd be awesome.
Yeah. That would be the best. Such a derision. Like,
Here's something I
will
just ate today. I'd say booze on it up. But I understand this as well. This look.
Aha! Jin. Yeah. Very frustrated. It's either that he recovers
just teleports
faster
the
or he
fuck
just
away.
has more health. It might be the case that he just has more health. It's hard to say, really. The fortunate part is that you spend most of your time running through Titania dealing with other wizards, so it's like training for this. Teleported away before the swords got to him. You jerk. I am being slowly poisoned to death. I'm going to die by poison. Die from Fuzon Burst. No! Not even that. Look at his health. Look at that sliver. Ooh! Maybe he'll just make swords right away.
Come on!
Come on.
Oh jeez!
He was about to heal
this is
himself.
so awful!
Cannot have
This
that.
place.
So you can maybe understand why you had gotten stuck at this part and came to me for help. I would come to me for help.
It's just frustrating.
Stupid gimmicky bullshit boss. Ooh. decides when you can hurt him. Not getting turned into a toad, buddy.
We're not close enough with the swords. But he keeps casting frog bullshit all over you. What's that?
It's more ice spirit, something to protect me from his stray hits.
It's just not close
it's
enough.
still
It really
enough to get
bothers
in.
me, Kaz. Like this part. I was like this too.
The thing is, you cannot let yourself get impatient, because that's when they kill you. But finally done with
Damn
that.
Belial. He's not taking this seriously enough.
Worst fight of all
We
is
were able
over.
to capture her since she was distracted.
That's dumb.
And you get captured anyway.
So how do you feel, Princess of Valentine? Or
makes
shall
sense,
I
though.
call you Odin's daughter?
It's a really hard fight.
You are powerless without your Graveral chain.
Oh, that's what it's called.
You must be the ones who transformed Prince Cornelius into a puka.
'Tis what your brother asked.
Where is Ingwe?
He was supposed to assume the prince's form and learn the king's secrets, but we should have just threatened him with Belial instead of all this.
Look at them, they're all stroking
Now,
their
now,
beards,
Belial,
Kaz.
don't be so pessimistic.
The king's secrets?
The magic of Darkova that turned King Galen into the demon beast. 'Tis a secret technique that allows the user to gain the power of the netherworld.
Or something.
It looks as if King Valentine researched it as well. His efforts were also written in the Book of Transformation. These references were quite helpful.
Now, as the Psalms say, King Galen shall be our guide. After the Armageddon, we become kings.
No one survives the Armageddon. The entire world will be destroyed.
Do you see the psalm I hold? This is the last verse.
This is actually
The
pretty
answer
cool.
is written here. Two crownless kings that control the Armageddon shall rule the resurrected world.
Are you saying the world will be saved?
Don't you get it? The epic poem tells us how to gain control once the world has been purified.
Impossible.
You've said too much, Scoldy.
She's only alive until we decide what to do about Odin anyway. Let's just put you to sleep for now.
Because, see, 3 of them and 2 kings after the Armageddon means each of them is looking at
Princess
the others and
Velvet.
thinking, who's gonna make it?
Are you all right? You aren't hurt? Good. The dragon is dead, and the sorcerers have vanished. Everything's all right.
Wait. You are Prince Cornelius, aren't you? Cornelius!
Come on.
And we get all that text. 2 crownless lords must have left the paper behind.
Crownless lords.